Hello friends, welcome back, or if you are new here, welcome. It has been a really exciting yet very busy time around here lately, which I'm sure everybody else can relate to that too. I wanted to share with you in today's video some of our upcoming plans for the month of December. Some of our crafts for the kids since we'll be switching over our curriculum until January, and I also wanted to share some of our plans that we have for our elf this December, in case you need any extra ideas with that. And then I wanted to be open with you about what's going on lately. Some stuff has been weighing heavily on me, and I just wanted to kind of go over it and discuss. As always, I appreciate you guys being here and spending the day with me, so let's just jump into it. The boys were going through toy magazines while they were eating their breakfast this morning, and I was going through this pastry magazine because I might order some for Christmas this year to kind of make things a little easier on myself. But while they were busy doing that, I went ahead and I was getting organized as far as all of our crafts that we have coming up and all the things that I'll need for our elf. I was planning out how many days exactly we had left for each of those and putting together a big list of stuff that I still needed to get in order to fulfill those things. I'll put up some ideas on the screen here of some of the things that we were planning on doing for crafts, and then also sharing some ideas as far as the elf too. I know a lot of other YouTubers this time of year are doing Vlogmas, and I know that we are already a couple days into December at this point. I don't think I'm going to do full-on Vlogmas, but I want to do as much as I feel like I can, if that makes sense. There's so much going on and I want to bring you all along for all of it, but I just want to make sure, because everything also is going on with our family as far as our son's birthday coming up, and having to deal with all the emotions that come along with that. I'm just not sure how I'll feel. So right now I do plan on posting as much as I can and sharing what we're up to during the holidays, and trying to be a part of YouTube Vlogmas, but that might just look a little different here on my channel, because if you are a longtime follower, you will know that the son that we lost earlier this year, his birthday is coming up, so I am kind of an emotional wreck about it. And I don't know how I'll be all month. So I'm just trying to prepare you. I would love to post as much as I can and share these memories with you guys, but I'm just uncertain right now how it will all go. I'm kind of jumping around a little bit in this video, you'll probably notice, but I've been on edge, and like I just said, I'm an emotional wreck. This I've noticed for the last few weeks. It's if you've been around for when we had the memorial service a couple months ago, where I wasn't able to sleep and I was in an emotional wreck then too. I'm starting to experience that again, so I know that it is the upcoming events that's starting to get to me, but I am trying to keep it together as much as I can and be as present as I can for this holiday season for the kids. But that is kind of why it seems a little sporadic. It seems like at times I don't really know. Like, I know that I have a ton of things going on, but it's just I don't feel like I could get up and do them. And then there's other times where I feel like it's suffocating, and so I will then go, you'll see in a little bit, I went and cleaned out our entire front closet, and that's something that has been like that for a really long time, and it's not an area that we really hardly ever use, so it just, things are getting to me right now, and I am kind of just surviving and not thriving, but I know that I'll eventually get there. So if you have been around for, I know my channel's not very old at all, but if you've been around from the beginning and you have been that support that I have needed, I greatly appreciate you, and I am so thankful for the community that you guys have been for me. And with that being said, I'm going to try to not be emotional for the rest of the video for you. So this is the front closet that I was talking about, that little area in the back there. All this stuff I just kind of took out of the closet and threw on the floor. And I'm going through it. This closet, so when we moved from Chicago area and we moved south, so it is not nearly as cold anymore, and we hardly ever need coats. So when it doesn't snow very often and hardly very much, but we do get ice storms and we do get a little bit of snow. However, during that time, we can't really leave our house. So we don't really have a point of a coat until it's like melted and gone. So we don't usually have a huge use for coats. We have them, but we don't need an abundance of them like we used to need up in Chicago. So we each have just like one or two coats, and then we have a couple jackets, and we each just keep them in our closets in our bedrooms. The same also goes for our shoes. We each have shoe storage in our closets, so we don't keep our shoes in this closet. I mainly use it for like cleaning products. And then I also have like some donation stuff. The things that I'm putting up there now are like outdoor pillows for springtime, so I won't need them for until spring. So I'm putting those away, and then some extra pillows. The vacuum that's here, I bought, I think this spring. It was a couple months ago, and I did not like it. It's, I think it's just like a basic Tineco, but I did not like it. And so I offered it to my mom. She's going to try it out and see if she likes it. So that is why that is out. I took out that and all the attachments for that for her. And then we had some like outdoor stuff like baseball gloves and stuff like that that we have a bin in the garage for. So I'll move that stuff. I had books for donation. Just a lot of things that did not belong in this closet were in this closet. And you'll see it's like almost empty when I'm done with it. So I also do tend to do a lot of decluttering right before Christmas. I think with all the extra clutter that comes along with Christmas decorations, and then everybody just getting a ton of gifts from us, from different family members, it just becomes overwhelming to me. And so beforehand, I try to minimize that feeling of overwhelm, and I try to go through things and just clean things out, get rid of stuff that we don't need, don't use anymore. And one of the places that I always make sure I go through is the kids' clothes and their toys. And I go through it usually with them to make sure that they can get rid of stuff, that they feel comfortable about it, and also to get them used to getting rid of things and decluttering. So I will be doing that too in the upcoming week. I plan on going through the kids' stuff. I know that they'll be getting a ton of new things, and so I want to make room for the new things and also get rid of anything that they don't need any longer. while the closet's completely empty, I'm going to vacuum it and mop the floor of it, and then I'll put everything back. I also do have in this closet, which kind of seems odd, but I have a box in here that I keep in here since we've moved here. We have a swimming pool out back, and we have a lot of people over during the summer to swim. And so we end up with a lot of things left over. People end up leaving so much stuff. So I have a box that I keep in here, and as people leave and forget things, I'll just throw it in the box, and then I try to remind people, oh, check the box before you leave. So then they know the next time that they come that their items are still there. They're just in the front box, and they're not, just laying around or being used or whatever. If you have kids, But so I have that, and I have some people's bathing suits. I have my aunt and my mom and my stepdad. They like to keep their beach towels here in the closet, and they also keep their bathing suits and cover-ups, stuff like that, because I really don't use this closet, and this is primarily where they swim, so I keep that here for them. Now that I got the closet all cleared and I'm feeling a little better, I am starting on dinner. I am just going to make southern noodles for dinner. I know that in my previous video, I said that I was going to try to make these on the fire. However, today of all days, this is, I think, the only day this week it's actually supposed to be warm. So I didn't want to start a fire today. So we are just doing them on the stove. I boiled some chicken, and I'm making some chicken broth, and then I will shred up the noodles when it's all done and cooled off. And in the meantime, I am making homemade noodles. These are thicker noodles, but my family really enjoys them. And you can also, I don't have the fancy attachment that goes on the KitchenAid, but if you do, you could definitely use that. Or you could roll them out thinner if you want them thinner. You can cut them. It's really however you want, your preference of them. I will put the recipe in the description box below. I'm pretty sure I've made these before, but I think it's been a while, so I will put it down below. And this is also the recipe I use for pierogis, so you could also do the dough for that as well. So I rolled the dough out pretty thick, a lot thicker than I usually do, but I just got tired of messing with it. So they're a little thicker than I usually make them, but they're kind of like dumplings, and my kids do not mind at all. So I am cutting them all into just like noodle shapes, and then I'll cut them a little more so they're not as long. And at this point, I have taken the chicken out of the pot, and so it is cooling down. It's not deboned yet though. And I have the chicken broth still going on the stove. So once I cut the noodles, I will then drop them in the pot and they'll cook. And as they cook, the extra flour that's on the noodles will thicken the broth, and that kind of makes it how they're Southern noodles. It won't be soup. It will be, it's almost like a gravy. I don't really know how to describe it. But then once the chicken is cooled down, you can debone it and put it into the noodles, and it just makes a really good, almost like a, not soupy, but it's like a pasta in a way. And it is definitely a winter comfort food. Also, if you are looking for cheaper family meals, I highly suggest this one. I have most of the ingredients on hand when I make this, and it costs basically nothing to make this. I already had the chicken. I only needed 2 thigh and leg quarters for my entire family of 6. The noodles themselves are just basically pantry staples. So if you are looking for a super cheap meal that makes a very large quantity, this one is definitely a good one. We are on day 3 of doing this puzzle advent calendar that we got, and I love this. I did not think that my family would enjoy it as much as they have, but they really, really have. And my husband even looks forward to it every evening. So him and my daughter were kind of finishing up because the other kids they helped at first and then they went on and did their own things. They kind of got tired of it. But every day you do 42 pieces, and I don't know, they really, really like it. So I think this is going to be a new thing that we do every year. Is we have our normal advent calendar, and I'm going to put little craft things in it too. So they have candy, and then they will also have a craft that we can do, and then they have the puzzle advent calendar. So while they were working on the advent calendar, I went ahead and started baking some chocolate chip cookies. In my previous video, I discussed how I am challenging myself this week, and I am doing groceries basically on less than $100 budget for our family. So I did not buy like any snacks, and most of this week I'm kind of having to bake them, which is fine. I like doing a lot of things from scratch anyway, but we have no snacks, and my 5-year-old is starting to feel the effects of that. So I am baking some chocolate chip cookies for them to have after dinner and just be able to have some snacks then on hand until we are done with this whole challenge this week. But that is all I have for today. I'm hoping to share a lot more frequently for Vlogmas. Again, I appreciate everybody that has been a part of my community and that has been there for me while I'm going through this very difficult time in my life. It is the first holiday season since losing our son, and his birthday's coming up. He would have been 2 in December, right before Christmas. And then my oldest, his birthday is also the 21st of December. So we have so much going on. And then I know that after Christmas, we will be approaching the anniversary of my son's death a few months out from that. So I really, really appreciate everybody that has dealt with my emotions and been there for me. This is one of the reasons why I joined YouTube in the first place, for the community and for the support. So if you have already subscribed to my channel, just know that I greatly appreciate you being a part of this community. And if you haven't subscribed, I ask that you do so you can help me grow my channel and my community and continue to have that support. But that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.